Welcome, Captain Ivan.
Thank you so much.
We have a few questions for you.
Much obliged.
We see us. Yeah, everything. A lot is going on.
Yeah, it's a National Science Week, and we are here to showcase what we do and our innovations. Our motto is innovation with value. Okay, our vision is to be the leading simulator innovators in Uganda, and the services we provide flight and radio operations as well. And the products is simulators, radio, and weather station simulation. Basically, that's what we do.
So,
Training takes out of
we
that.
would really like to know about your pilot experience that has brought you up to this stage. Yeah.
Well, my pilot experience isn't all that so big. It all started with these local phones. There was a game of aviation on local phone. Then, when the era of smartphone came along, all right, I started having these games on smartphones. Okay. Then thereafter, I started simulation world. So that's my journey into aviation. Go through simulation.
We have a few questions for you.
No worries.
All right. What inspired you to become a pilot?
Yeah, after having had these games, visual games, and virtual games of simulation of flying, I thought I had the god of flying. And then there you go, I went for it.
So
As simple as that.
it's a developed love.
It's a developed love. Time and again. And then I came on.
Can you really describe your flight experience?
Yeah. Flying is something that you adopt. It's a skill. Okay. So you jump in the cockpit, have these hours of flight, and one step at a time, then all of a sudden you get the hang of it. So my experience of flying is just, I would say, give attention to detail, pay attention to your instructor, always be there in time. So that at the end of the day, you have the skill of flying. Have the checks with you, have the procedure with you, have the basics with you, add it up together, you have the skill of flying.
All right. What measures do you take to manage stress and fatigue as a pilot?
Of course, you're trained to handle that. There are some procedures of flight training that procedure that you go during the course of flight training. There is engine failure after takeoff. You simulate that, so you get acclimatized to that. There is forced landing. There is precautional landing, and at the end of the day, you get used to pressure, how to handle pressure, and how to manage it at the time during times of emergency. You're trained to do that.
So, what is the most difficult airport you have landed at?
Yeah, there's a aerodrome called Wamba. Okay, so I had my first solo nav was from Vanderboom to Middleburg, then Middleburg to Wamba, then from Wamba back to Vanderboom. But my flight from Middleburg to Wamba was so hectic on me. It was really so bumpy. Dense altitude was so high. I mean, it was really hot and bumpy. So I had a very rough flight at that time, and that was the worst experience that I've ever encountered in flying. And it was visual flight rules anyway. But on coming into land on Johannesburg airstrip, it was really so rough for me. That's the worst experience that I've ever experienced. Middleburg, Wombat, was a hell of a flight.
All right. We have noticed you have set up an innovations company.
Yep.
Yeah, by the names of Wama, and we would like to know so much about it. So we have a few questions for you. Yeah. Our first question is. Our first question is. What inspired you to start Wama Aero Innovations? What really inspired you?
Okay, it's after the experience that I went through because they initially me joining aviation, I first had to go simulation, and I had a Boeing 737 simulator back in my backyard that would transform to a Charlie 172 at the same time. So through that experience that I had, okay, through that experience that I had, motivated me to go in flying. So after having learned how to fly, now I'm a private pilot, came up with this idea because it really cut the cost of flying and the time of flying. So I had my license in the shortest time possible. So I said, why don't I share it with fellow Ugandans? If it worked for me, then it can work for everyone. Yeah?
Buy Uganda, build Uganda.
Buy Uganda, build Uganda, exactly.
We just have one final question.
Yeah.
It's a really important question. Can you describe the mission and vision of your company?
Well, the mission is to help young ones achieve their dream. It's everyone youngsters' dream to become a pilot, and we are here to help them achieve their dreams. Okay, through simulation, as simple as that.
All right, thank you, Captain. We are very
Anytime.
happy to have you.
Thank you so much, and you're most welcome.